Off to FIFA land, which is still seeking a new president. Its current boss, Sepp Blatter, is stepping down and is also suspended for 8 years for some shady dealings. 5 candidates have emerged to take over the reins at World Football's governing body, and a planned television debate among the key contenders turned into an unusual spectacle after all but one of the candidates withdrew. Our Dan Williams has more from Brussels.
The European Parliament in Brussels is the venue for what was expected to be an eagerly awaited television debate among all but one of the FIFA presidential candidates. A chance for the wider public to examine the credentials and vision of each contender, vying to become the next head of FIFA, World Football's governing body, besieged by crisis and a bribery scandal. But that hope has fizzled now that only candidate Frenchman Champaign has agreed to continue.
I think it's really disappointing for football. Disappointing, but in some ways it's not surprising. You sort of hope that after May last year, when all those arrests were made and we've had these continuing things happening with arrests and people being suspended and banned, that maybe FIFA had learned the lesson and realised what sort of organisation they needed to be. But this withdrawal, this late withdrawal from participating in a debate and in a forum where they talk about ideas and talk about their plans, just shows that they're no different from those who have come before.
2 of the 5 candidates had already decided not to participate in the forum. Gianni Infantino, the UEFA Secretary General, and Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa of Bahrain. Organisers had planned to continue with the remaining 3. But then South African Tokyo Sequali withdrew on Monday, along with Prince Ali bin Al Hussein of Jordan, who says he pulled out after fearing an appearance would break FIFA's election rules on political interference. Although this highly anticipated televised debate between the FIFA presidential candidates has fallen flat, that has not stopped the discussions around the future of football's governing body, with new FIFA now calling for a fully independent reform process.
FIFA has shown over decades that there is zero intention for any genuine reform. They have put up sideshows. They had Mark Pete's process where they picked and chose the reforms that they thought they could live with, and they discarded any meaningful reforms that should have happened and would have been imposed on them by an independent body that had that power. So that's why I say the only way that this is going to get sorted out is to have that power taken away from FIFA.
Regardless, campaigning for the top seat in world football continues, with voting just a month away. The key question is whether there be further twists along the way. Dan Williams, CCTV, Brussels.